Right, let's get to
Right, and
business.
I will take a look at the stories that made it to the front pages of our newspapers and also go online as well. Now start with the Daily Graphic. On the front page, ECOWAS called OK's a Japan deal. Kolebu team performs first kidney transplant. Parliament legalizes wheat cultivation for medicinal use, and that is way long overdue.
Yeah.
Now, 422 busted for engaging in illegal digital lending and turning prisons into factories. Prisoners, officers train in entrepreneurship.
All right, I have the Ghanaian Times. And on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, it says, war on illegal digital lending platforms. 422 operators grabbed in swoop, alleged to be distributing clients' data, issuing death threats, and 654 mobile phones, 22 laptops, and 800 SIM cards retrieved. Now, you see that thing, people call you and then they are trying to steal your money and they are rather issuing death threats to you. I mean, the law should deal with them, unforgivingly. It's very serious. 17 defunct SOEs to be disposed of. This is from the minister. We have Damongo, best tourist destination in northern Ghana. It's coming from a citizen of Damongo, Honorable Jinapo. And Attorney General's 92 official vehicles not insured. Chief Director to Public Accounts Committee. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Is that not a problem? The Attorney General, his vehicles are not insured. Wow, that's a problem. Kolebu Teaching Hospital medical team performs life-saving kidney transplant. All right.
Right now, we'll move on to the Chronicle. Dampare is not going anywhere, Interior Minister tells Parliament. Come to the photograph of the Minister for Interior, Ambrose Derry, and the IGP, Dr. George Akufu Dampare. Now, Ghana Mining Expo opens in Takoradi today. Government to restructure public enterprises. Damongo's tourist potential sold in Parliament. Now, Damongo is where we have the Larabanga Mosque, we have the Mystic Stone, and I think Damongo has so much
Mole National Park
offer and all that.
Yeah.
But the Chronicle. So, which one do you want us to take? They say Damongo's tourist. Now, when you look at the insert up there, so Abu Jinapo is standing, speaking, and then it says Samuel Abu Jinapo MP for Damango constituency. So is it Damango or Damongo? Because in the same space, one is Damango, one is Damongo.
Yeah, I think there's one spelling and there's a different pronunciation, but they are not sure, so they are just trying to. If you can't, I know, right?
Beat them.
Choose
if you can't convince them, confuse them. So All right, and the scripture for the day is 1 Corinthians 7:32. I want you to be free from anxieties.
Yes, please. Thank you. The Daily Guide has these headlines. ECOWAS court dismisses a Japan deal suit. MPP clears 10 for flag bearer race. Over 400 illegal online loan operators arrested. We have Opone dashes to Supreme Court again. And Article 97 haunts NDC MPs. Okay, those are the headlines on the front page of the Daily Guide.
Now the Business Finder, 17 defunct government entities to be sold. Liquidation listing on GSE strategic investments also planned for the rest. Now Damongo, best tourism destination. And you find details of these plus the market summary sponsored by Access Bank on the front page of the Business Finder.
All right. The Supreme newspaper says fake loan apps, 420 suspects arrested by EOCO and BOG. We have Volta Regional Minister pledges support to MPA. Achim Akrufufu Chief donate girls dormitory for Community Institute. We have Koya and DF preach peace among cucumbers and dagombas. And we have Lebanese ambassador receives Outstanding Ambassador of the Year award. And Napo named overall Africa role model in politics and governance.
Now the business analyst. June inflation shoots up marginally to 42.5%. Western North region records highest inflation of 61%. Greater Accra region records lowest inflation of 30.5%. Now Parliament passes NACOC bill granting licenses for cannabis cultivation. FDA cautions public against 3 unregistered products. You may want to read, and so you know what products you should not patronize. Agrochemicals in farm produce affecting export businesses. These are according to exporters. I persuaded World Bank to inject $200 million into my tree crop vision. This is Dr. Free Akutu speaking.
I have the BNFT. On the front page of the BNFT, we have 400 persons arrested in illegal lending app raid. Let me do one more. Restructuring cocoa bills. Local banks push for favorable terms. These and other headlines on the front page of the BNFT. Let's do some online stories.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the online stories for you, but I think, I don't know what you make of the cannabis for...
yeah, I think it's long overdue. Honestly, it's a story that I definitely, would like to take a longer stab at it. Maybe Friday we should talk about it, find out what people think. I don't know. Yeah.
Why not?
No, but I think the industrial opportunities that we have, I think we've run away from this for so long. There are so many countries in the world that have repealed their laws, including African countries and international, other countries abroad, have repealed their laws long ago and allowed cultivation. I'm not even talking about the recreational use, which some countries have also permitted now, right? But even, people are benefiting because you can use it in.
I think that
so
the confusion even comes from the fact that we've, jumped everything together, cannabis, indica, cannabis, rhodiola, and sativa. Sativa is the one that you take for recreational purposes. That will give you the high. Other ones, so maybe we should now take our time and really look at
the species.
Exactly
and
the species,
of course,
the strains,
can lead in this direction.
So much. Maybe we should bring back our documentary on cannabis, because we had Standard Authority coming in to explain things to us. The fact that we need these for our cosmetics, for medicinal purposes, and the greatest painkiller.
So many
people
areas,
are doing so much.
So many areas.
And in terms of economic value, how much cannabis can contribute to our poor economy. Anyway, let me just give you some...
I saw some figures last night or this morning, about 3 billion,
Look, other people are cashing in so much.
Yeah. Which is what we went for from the IMF, the 3 billion, by the way.
We can raise this easily. We get cannabis and we just burn them and Charlie, and let the whole community get high. Anyway, so quickly, some online stories. We have ECOWAS Court dismisses suit against a Japan deal. Will subpoena BOG governor for failing to file financial statements. This is Adongo speaking. 54% of voters prefer Alan to lead NPP into 2024 polls. This is Global Info Analytics, declaring. Now, last night we had Musa Dankwa, on point of view explaining this. Quite interesting one there. Now, state agencies' response to disasters appalling. Who MP laments, and that I agree with you. And BBC documentary, IJM Ghana denies wrongdoing in child trafficking rescue operation.
Okay, fantastic. I'm going to bring you sports news shortly. Just a quick reminder for all of us that the Prof. Ama Ata Edu goes home today. Sports is next. All right, welcome back. And now on sports this morning, the Ghana Football Association launched the Ghana Football Philosophy, also known as the DNA, in Accra on Wednesday. Now, the event was held at the Africa Trade House Conference Room and brought together major stakeholders in football, local football, from the Ghana FA, the Youth and Sports Ministry, Parliament, and the National Sports Authority. The Ghana Football Philosophy identifies how football will be played in the country and will be a guiding principle for the development of the game across all levels. I have my own thoughts about all of this, but yes, they seem to, want to make an effort to improve our lot as a footballing nation. The Black Queens have held their first training on Wednesday at the Shire Suleimani Technical Center in Conakry in readiness for the Olympic Games qualifier against Guinea. Now, the Black Queens head coach Nora Hoptel had a fully fit squad with the exception of Portia Boachi and Azuma Bugri, who had some light training before joining the group later on. Now, the Black Queens will start their campaign on Friday, July 14th, when they take on Guinea in round 1 of the Olympic qualifiers. Should the Queens go past the Guineans, they will face Zambia in the 3rd round of the qualifiers. And with that, we come to the end of sports this morning. Don't go anywhere. There's a lot more that's coming up on Breakfast Daily this morning. Of course, today is World Cement Day as well here. For us at Citi, it's all about that.